Hello everyone. Time again for a P. This is kind of an old one. What's new with me, right? But, game I really like. A lot of modding experience with. All that good stuff. So sit back, relax, let's enjoy the opening cinematic. Sorry, I have to take
It was the 23rd century. Mankind's darkest hour.
Heart rate and respiration. Nominal. Life support online. Initiating cryogenic freezing.
I need a drink. Please take it.
Commencing pod lockdown.
Have a nice full one. Sorry guys. Couldn't help that. It's a bit of a long cinematic, so bear with me. Those who've never watched my LPs, I do cuss a lot, so just fair warning.
Three primary engines online. How's it looking out there?
Minus 10 minutes, counting.
That's shit.
Control?
Incoming hostiles, 10 minutes out.
Shy abort.
Negative. Launch is still a go.
The war had been raging for almost 100 years.
That's a long time.
We had been fighting for so long, no one could remember the reason why it all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the Coalition and the Alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock, again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the Coalition. Desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for them to begin again, far from the war and strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britannia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kasari, the Liberty. Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system. That was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown, we have prospered, we have flourished. But we will never forget.
So, to Freelancer. Yep, Freelancer. A lot of you have no idea what this is, but it's an old game, obviously. Fairly old, near and dear to my heart, actually. Anyone who's a Wing Commander fan has a little bit of an idea of what Freelancer is all about. If you've ever played Privateer for Wing Commander, that's what kind of Freelancer is. Probably the most interesting feature, and probably one of the most talked about in the flight, space combat, flight sim community, whatever, is that Freelancer requires no joystick to play. In fact, you can't use a joystick at all, which was probably the biggest controversy. But anyway, you'll see how this goes. This is running a couple mods, as Freelancer is heavily modded out there if you ever go at it, and you can get it real easy, real cheap. go check it out. You know, I always do that. So it says 2 mods. The first mod is the SDK, software development kit, done by a lot of people who took the INIs, which is the basic file, and kind of separated them, decompiled them, fixed it up. It's really nice. I think it's using like version 1.5, which was the last one. And then it's using my own little personal mod to help increase line of sight distances, make it farther, things like that. The Freelancer mod community has blown up, just kind of blown up the last couple of years. It's starting to kind of come back together. A lot of them, people have moved on. It was from the Wing Commander community and stuff, but yeah. Interesting stuff, a lot out there, very moddable, and very cool to mod. It's just fun to make systems. Freelancer's a really cool game, and just to have fun with it is a lot of fun. So anyway, this is Freelancer. I'm going to check a couple things for you guys. I want to check the audio mainly. I don't want the music too loud. We should be good there. Performance-wise, we should be fine. You know, everything's on. Controls are pretty straightforward. And of course our general stuff. So, excuse me. So, we're running at 120/80 by 90/60. Which will be perfect. We are already in the game. This is part of the game engine. It's not the actual engine. It's kind of like a cinematic engine, which is really cool. It's fun to mod, to say the least. But we're actually going to get started. So here we go. Freelancer. You guys enjoy it.
Roger that. All systems show green. SA-14, you're cleared for departure.
Acknowledge Freeport 7.
All
We'll
in
see you in
game.
about 2
This
weeks.
is in game.
SA-14, we're picking up unknown contacts on long-range sensors. We're dispatching a fighter wing to escort you out of the system. Godspeed.
Navy Command, this is Freeport 7. We're picking up some strange readings on the long-range sensors.
Unknown
That can't
ships
be
have
good.
breached the defense perimeter.
Look out!
Station.
Oh shit. It's gonna hurt. Well, that sucked. It's not good for them. Oh, what's that? Survivors? Maybe. Interesting.
President Jacoby has asked the LSF to investigate the sudden destruction of Freeport 7. No word yet on whether it was accidental or a deliberate attack. The first handful of survivors arrived on Manhattan this morning.
Say hello to you.
We're here for medical. Is there anyone seriously injured?
One. Inside.
Welcome to Liberty. That looks familiar. Again, this is kind of like the cinematic engine again. They do for the planets. It's pretty impressive. It's too bad it was
Make
rushed.
sure he lives. He owes me some credits.
Your concern is touching. We'll do everything we can. It may take a while.
Officially, the Liberty Security Force maintains there is no proof Freeport 7's destruction was deliberate, but sources inside the LSF say they suspect the dangerous criminal organization, the Order. We will keep you up to date as the story develops.
So that's how the game starts. And you're put into the story, you put in the main story, and you're put right into like a half tutorial. Freelancer was the brainchild, originally, of course, Chris Roberts, of course, who made the Wing Commander series. it was made in the idea of privateer and things of that nature that he's done before. Now, there was a prequel that was released before Freelancer called Starlancer, which goes more into that story that you saw in the cinematic, from what I understand. And I have a little feedback here, and I apologize for that if there is.